J-E-T-S! Let's go!
Quick pass to Garrett Wilson. Touchdown! What a throw! Aaron Rodgers to Garrett Wilson.
J-E-T-S!
Let's get it! Wow! Jet-Life Stadium. Aaron Rodgers is home, baby. Jets Media, I love you all. Sprinkle! It's gone! Ready to take flight with the Jets, baby. Let's go! Woo! What is going on, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. We are live on a Friday breaking down today's practice. Now, I will be in attendance for practice for the New York Jets tomorrow for the green and white scrimmage. I'll be there with my dad. Jake Asman will be there. I think Ryan from Jets Talk 24/7 will be there. But today was day number 8, and the big news today in Jets land is that Morgan Moses practiced for the first time, and the offensive line is fully healthy at practice. All 5 of the Jets offensive linemen, Tyron Smith at left tackle, John Simpson at left guard, Joe Tippmann at center, Elijah Vera Tucker at right guard, and Morgan Moses at right tackle. That's the starting 5 for the New York Jets. They're all officially healthy and on the football field. It is a joy to know our starting 5 right now and not waiting until September. Usually there's competition. This player's competing for that one. We have this competition over there. No, we have the 5 right now, this early in camp, and they're all healthy. They're all ready to go. So let's hope we can stay healthy and load up for week number 1 against the San Francisco 49ers on Monday Night Football. We had the Hall of Fame game last night. Boy, oh boy, it feels good. I taste football in the air. Okay? Football is so close to being back, folks. I mean, it technically is back. I get that, but at the same time, I'm waiting for the Jets, okay? Our first preseason game is next Saturday against the Washington Commanders, which I'm super, super stoked about. Make sure you guys do me a gigantic favor by simply smashing the like button on your way into the show. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. We're going to be breaking down what happened today at Jets camp and talk about all of the latest stuff. I do have a proud announcement that BetUS Sportsbook is back sponsoring Jets Media officially starting right now in the month of August throughout the entire football season. I had to give a huge shout out to BetUS Sportsbook because BetUS Sportsbook, you guys know them very, very well. If you want to click the link down below in the description, you can get a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. This is the proud sportsbook, not only for Jets Media, but for Roundtable Sports and everybody affiliated with it. So make sure you guys hop on the train, open up your BetUS accounts right now. I'm super excited to have BetUS being the proud sponsor of the channel. Make sure you guys click the link, open up your account, and I talked about the BetUS odds on the AFC East Roundtable. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of these odds, but I just had to let you guys in on something. I tweeted out the odds for the AFC East, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I told you so. So back in March, the New York Jets were 3rd in the division, okay? 3rd in the division in odds. Now fast forward, okay? You fast forward to today, we are 2nd best odds in the AFC East to win the whole thing. So the Jets were at like plus 270 to win the AFC East, and now you fast forward to today, we leapfrogged over the Miami Dolphins. We leapfrogged over the Miami Dolphins. We now have the 2nd best odds. Vegas knows. Vegas knows, baby. That's not me. I'm telling you, folks. Even Vegas has the Jets winning the division over the Miami Dolphins. Now, the Buffalo Bills are still the heavy favorites. Of course, they won the division 3 straight years. They should be favorited over the Jets from a betting standpoint. I totally understand that. But at the end of the day, I don't know. The Jets are squeaking up on those Buffalo Bills. Another thing on BetUS, guys, that I absolutely love is their odds for all the player stats. You got Aaron Rodgers' stat line, the over-under 3,650.5 yards. I like that. 100% adding that to my list. Let's see what else they got for the New York Jets. And I want to get your guys' thoughts of some player stats for the New York Jets. Devontae Adams. Let's see if they have Garrett Wilson, 7.5 touchdowns. You know we're taking the over on that. Come on now. We're taking the over on the Jets this year offensively. This is the year where the Jets finally click offensively. Mike Williams, 4.5 touchdowns. Easy. Over. He's going to be a red zone merchant, and he's going to stay healthy. How about that? Let's add one more piece to the puzzle here. Breece Hall, over 1,050 rushing yards. You can count me in on that. So if you look at the odds right here, folks, on BetUS, you can add all this, a little parlay here, okay? What if we parlay these together? Ooh, what if we parlay? Oh, you can't parlay those. Let's do straight bets on all of them. So I'm going to put 50 on this. Oh, you got to put 100 on it. 110 on that. 100 on that. And that's the type of money that you'll win. So I think this is something that's going to happen. I put my money where my mouth is. We got Aaron Rodgers over 3,600 yards. We got Garrett Wilson over 7.5 touchdowns. Mike Williams over 4.5 touchdowns. Breece Hall over 1,050 touchdowns. I like it, baby. I'm all in. I'm all in this year, folks. I don't know what else to tell you. So this is to win $375. Now, I don't recommend doing exactly what I did. I'm a little crazy right now with my Jets, but if you guys want to sign up for BetUS, click the link in the description, open up your account, receive a 125% bonus, and you have your own personal accountant as well. So shout out to BetUS, man. Very, very proud to have them sponsoring the channel. Let's go. Let's go. I can't do that because I live in Washington State. Well, guess what? BetUS is in every state. BetUS is legal in all 50 states yet, Lee, so you can do it. You can do it. But please, folks, I do want to remind you all to bet responsibly. If you have any gambling issues, you can definitely reach out to me. I definitely encourage you guys to bet responsibly because I am giving you guys an awesome deal here with BetUS Sportsbook. Definitely bet responsibly. But yet, you do have the opportunity to sign up to BetUS right now. Jose Escobar with a $5 super chat. What's good, Jose? The only starting five that matters. So happy to have our starting five all together. Woo! Go Jets. Man, it feels good. It feels so good to have our guys together, man. It really, really does. I think that having our starting five together this early in camp is only going to help out the continuity. It's only going to help out the maturity. It's only going to help out Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I was at practice Tuesday, folks, and all I can say is this. You can tell that the offensive line is already different. I remember early in camp last year, it was exciting to see Aaron Rodgers, but I'm like, damn, he has no time to throw the football. You know? And we had Mekhi Becton and Dwayne Brown at left tackle. Okay? We had Lincoln Tomlinson at left guard. We had Joe Tippmann not even starting. We had Connor McGovern at center at the time. AVT was at right guard. And it just was a mess. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Last year's offensive line was an absolute mess. So the fact that they're healthy this early on in camp is really, really awesome. Really, really awesome. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. So shout out to everybody tuning in to the chat right now. Let's get into what happened at practice today. So Morgan Moses is back, which is the big news, but I definitely wanted to get into Nick Faria, who is a great follow on Jets Twitter, covers the New York Jets. He's at practice every day, giving us all the latest. Jarek Bernard-Converse shined today. He apparently had excellent coverage on Garrett Wilson. I did notice that Jarek Bernard-Converse had a really good practice when I was there as well. But let's going into Nick Faria and his biggest takeaways about today's practice was Morgan Moses appearing in team drills today. Starting offensive line got work together for the first time in camp. Big time plus. Also, offense continues to look impressive, especially Rodgers and Wilson connection. Strong showing from the linebackers, including Chaz Surratt and Zaire Barnes. Ashtyn Davis was all over the field today. Best defensive player today. Ashtyn Davis could low-key be a Swiss Army knife. Okay? It can low-key be like a Swiss Army knife type of piece to the Jets defense. So the Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson connection is still operating at full force. Another thing that happened in practice today was this clip right here that's going viral. Aaron Rodgers hugging Joe Tippmann. I mean, I posted this, and now everyone's running with it. Okay? I like it. Joe Tippmann's having snap issues. This is how you get on the same page with your center. This is how you get on the same page. You hug him. You show him love. Right? It's cool that Aaron Rodgers sees an all-pro potential in Joe Tippmann and does this. So shout out to Aaron Rodgers for showing his support to our guy, Joe Tippmann. So that's that. Other news, we heard from Morgan Moses today. And he had a lot of interesting things to say to the media. Robert Saleh was also very high on JBC. And Saleh did speak about the Tariq Cohen retirement. He said Saleh says he's a little bit surprised that Tariq Cohen retired because he had been doing good in work. We'll leave it to him to explain his decision. Okay. Sauce Gardner had an excused absence today. CJ Mosley also spoke to the media. He had some interesting things to say. He said that the Jets gave him full creative freedom to go out there and change the plays at the line of scrimmage. So I find that pretty cool. Michael Carter II is not practicing. He's still dealing with an injury. So that's something to keep in mind and monitoring. All right. So that's really that. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show. The Huddle by BetUS TV will not be live today, by the way. We're taking a day off because it's a holiday for them. So no The Huddle today. But I do have something special I wanted to show you guys that I've been working on. It's not a final product, but I do want to share you guys something. Now, as you all know, I'm doing a Jets Media Day event this year. Now, some of you guys may know what Jets Media Day is. Some of you guys may not. I had a commercial in the works for Jets Media Day, and I'm going to share it with you guys. The first look. You guys are getting the first look of the Jets Media Day commercial right here. Okay, so I'm going to play it. It's just 1 minute long. Basically, what this commercial is just recapping and telling you guys what Jets Media Day is going to be about. All right, so let's play the clip and let me know your guys' thoughts. All right. Jets Media Day 2024 is leveling things up this season as I secured our group, The Hangar, a private upscale suite exclusive only for us. Join me, Richie Melora, for an unforgettable game day experience at the New York Jets vs. Denver Broncos Week 4 matchup this season. Your ticket comes with an all-inclusive tailgate party starting at 9 a.m. hosted by Gotham City Crew. Food, drinks, arcade games, live DJ, and more. Also getting access to a Jets Media live pregame show right from the tailgate. Last but not least, get post-game access to MetLife Stadium's turf after the game is over with the entire group. You will not want to miss the 3rd annual Jets Media Day event this year. Contact me on social media or my email for more information on where to secure your tickets. Jets Media Day 2024 is going to be an unforgettable experience this season. Can't wait to see you guys there. Jets, 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 Jets. Ooh, if you guys want to come through, man, tickets are selling out quick. So that link is in the description. I'll put it at the top of the chat for those that want to get your tickets for the event. I'm excited, man. I've had that commercial in the works for a little bit now, and I was really excited to share it with you guys. That's the first look, first time ever showing anybody about that, so that's going to be exciting. But let me get back into what happened at practice. Tomorrow is the green and white scrimmage, and I'll be there. I think the green and white scrimmage is something that you can really tell who has the edge, the offense or the defense. I think that it's been mixed between the offense and the defense recently, where the offense would kill the defense in the red zone. The defense would come back and dominate in like drive the field type of drills. So I think that tomorrow is going to be a big test. Robert Saleh said today that it's going to be a long day tomorrow at practice, apparently, which I'm definitely excited for. So really excited to see what the Jets are going to look like at the green and white scrimmage. Usually they do the green and white scrimmage at MetLife Stadium. I find it interesting that they're not doing it at MetLife this year. They're doing it at the facility. I'm pretty sure last year they did it at MetLife, or maybe they did that 2 years ago. But it's going to be a scrimmage. It's going to be a feel like an actual game. They're going to do kickoffs. They're going to make it feel like an actual type of game atmosphere, which I think is going to be really, really cool. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know in the chat who's going. Who's going to the green and white scrimmage tomorrow? I will be there. I will be there, and you should be too. Let's go, folks. Let's freaking get it. Shout out to my wife for coming through with them Jets Media Day tickets. Love you, Ma. Let's go. My man is coming through. Jet Life since 96 will be there. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Shout out to the wifey for hooking you up with tickets, bro. That's pretty darn cool, man. That's pretty darn cool. It's going to be a lot of fun this year, folks. Hope to see you guys there. Hope to see you guys there. I feel like the latest news and the latest stuff coming out of Jets land is definitely a fun thing. I don't know if... I think people are blowing out of proportion the whole Joe Tippmann thing, personally. I'm not concerned about the Joe Tippmann snap issue. I don't think you should be concerned either. I think that's something that will work itself out. And, I mean, you look at last year, I know that some people feel like there was a problem with Joe Tippmann with the snaps, but I trust in Joe Tippmann enough to feel like that's not going to, spiral out of control and become an issue. I don't know about you guys, but I really am not concerned. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys think this is something to be concerned about or not? Got to let us know how the offensive line looks in Q Stiggers. Q Stiggers has been an absolute joy to watch at practice, folks. It's been an absolute joy to watch that man. He is a natural. He's a ball hawk. He's got the ability to be something special. So I'm excited for that, man. I'm very excited for that. I think the whole ability of the offensive line as well is what the biggest, yeah, we added Mike Williams. Yeah, we have Breece Hall. Yeah, we have Garrett Wilson. We, of course, have a healthy Aaron Rodgers. But what Jets fans should be the most excited about this year, in my opinion, is potentially having a very good offensive line. We have been waiting for a good offensive line since Nick Mangold and DeBrickashaw Ferguson decided to hang the cleats up. It's been that long. We've been waiting that long. But we got them now. We have, arguably, on paper, an offensive line that could be at the top. I'm telling you right now. Jets fans should be very excited about the potential of the offensive line. By the way, we do have depth there, too. We have Olu, our first-round rookie who looks phenomenal in camp so far at left tackle. So, I love it. I think Jets fans should be excited about the potential of this offensive line, not only protecting Aaron Rodgers, but opening up the holes for the running game. All right? And that is why I am super excited for this season. I mean, one of the reasons. Because you got Breece Hall coming off a season playing all 17 games and putting up the second most yards out of any running back in the NFL. He is going to go nuclear this year, man. He's going to go nuclear. The Jets also have been utilizing Breece Hall out of the backfield as a weapon in camp early. Because remember, last year, Breece Hall wasn't able to practice in training camp early on. So now that we have Breece Hall fully healthy, participating in camp, and Aaron Rodgers said that his first read in certain plays is Breece Hall. That's crazy. You know how rare it is to have a running back that dynamic and that talented enough where your first read is your running back? That's your first progression. Usually the running back is like the check down. It's the last option of the list. Usually it's like, okay, number one's not open, number two's not open. Let me dump it down off to the running back. No, the Jets are getting Breece Hall the ball on wheel routes, on option routes, on just swing passes, screen passes. It's going to be fun, man. The Jets have depth. Now, with the retirement of Tariq Cohen, I'm very curious to see how the offensive, running game looks. Who's making the team, who's not making the team. I mean, we know that Breece and Braylon Allen are locks. The question is, it going to be Izzy Abanikanda that gets cut? Is Isaiah Davis going to get cut? Is Valladay going to get cut? Those are the three guys that I think are competing. I think Izzy is potentially the odd man out, but I think Tariq Cohen's retirement is going to help him. I think Izzy has upside, but the question is, will the Jets even have enough room for him? Are the Jets going to run with 3 running backs or 4 running backs? Usually they run with 4 running backs, if I'm not mistaken, right? Usually they run with 4. So if they run with 4, I think it will be Breece, Allen, Davis, and Abanikanda. That's the 4 I think the Jets are going to roll with this year. And then have Valladay on the practice squad. And And the thing about Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis is that they're both excellent right now as rookies at protecting the quarterback. The reality is this. The Jets don't want to have Breece Hall out there blocking. They don't. They want to protect Breece. I don't want Breece out there blocking. Like, that's how I look at it. I don't want Breece Hall out there blocking for Aaron Rodgers. I want him, when he's on the field, he's running a route or he's getting the ball. But when you sub in Braylon Allen or Isaiah Davis, you can put an extra blocker. Max protect. You can have the tight end chip at the line of scrimmage before he runs his route. So that's how I look at it, man. I'm excited. Henny in the chat says, how many wide receivers are we keeping? Great question. I see us keeping Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, Gibson, Alan Lazard, Malachi Corley. How many is that? Is that 5 already? And then 6, Jason Brownlee, 7, Irv Charles. So, it's either 6 or 7, right? I think the Jets love Irvin Charles from a special teams perspective. So the question is, will Irv Charles get the nod over Jason Brownlee? I hope not. I kind of hope Brownlee makes the team. I think that he's a fun story. I want to see Gibson and Brownlee make the team again, just like they did last year. But you never know. I think they can carry 6 or 7. The Jets are going to have to add an extra roster spot or, to the defensive line. They love having 10 people on the D-line. That's another question. Who's making it on the defensive line? Is this one of these undrafted free agents going to make the team at edge? McGregor? Watts? Is Takk McKinley going to make the team? He's hurt right now, unfortunately for him. I mean, with Hassan Reddick not there, we have a lot of opportunities at the edge spot. Defensive tackle, is Leonard Taylor going to make the team? I mean, Javon Kinlaw looks like a unit. Like, if you look at the defensive line, we got, I'm going to count it out loud. Quinnen Williams, Quinnen, Kinlaw, Solomon Thomas, Lakey Fatu. Those are the 4 defensive tackles. And then on the edge, we got Michael Clemens, Jermaine Johnson, Hassan Reddick. Who am I missing already? Wait. Michael Clemens, Jermaine Johnson, Hassan Reddick, Will McDonald. And then that's 7. So the last 3, I think, is going to be between Takk McKinley, Leonard Taylor, and then one of those undrafted free agents. Am I missing someone? I don't know if I'm missing someone. But yeah, we shall see. Yeah, we have Malik Taylor on the team that's trying to fight for a roster spot. We just signed Winstead, who is a UFL stud. Don't really expect him to make the team, if I'm being honest. But there's a lot of people. Now, the one position that I think the Jets have the most depth at, that have backups playing very well at practice, is the secondary. Jarek Bernard-Converse is thriving in camp. Quantez Stiggers, thriving in camp. Jalen Key, thriving in camp. Ashton Davis, thriving in camp. I just named 4 players in the Jets secondary that are not starters. Okay? They're not starting. That's how I look at it. They're not starting, and they're absolutely lighting it up. So that's cool. That is really cool. Folks, don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday, and we head into the weekend with some positive vibes. We got the green and white scrimmage tomorrow, which I will be in attendance for. If you guys are going to be there, let me know. Hope to see you all there. Let's get into it, baby. I love it. Any word on linebacker depth behind CJ and Q? Yeah, apparently today was a good day for both Chaz Surratt and Zaire Barnes, who is competing for a roster spot. Jamian Sherwood is the 3rd linebacker who will start next to Quincy Williams and CJ Mosley, who I think has the ability to break out this year. Right? He's in that Quan Alexander role, that 3rd linebacker, where he's on the field in certain formations. Like when the nickel package is not on, like, for example, if you guys aren't familiar how the formations work with this Jets defense, it's either Michael Carter II on the field or Jamie Sherwood's on the field. That's the two that sub in and out. And of course, there's different packages. Like you can throw a dime package and have another extra defensive back. Like Ashton Davis can come out there as a third safety. But Jamie Sherwood will be on the field this year, even next to Quincy Williams and Jamie Sherwood when they have 3 linebackers. But behind those 3, it's Zaire Barnes and Chaz Surratt. And they both are looking really good in practice. Both looking fast, active. I mean, when I was at practice, Zaire Barnes made a play, and the whole defense was super excited and was hyping him up. Hit the like button, everybody. Listen to John. Will the scrimmage be live streamed? I do not think so. I do not think so. So, yeah, I mean, McGregor, Watts, Tack, Clemens, JJ, Reddick, McDonald. I mean, they're not all going to make the roster, but those are the people competing for it for sure. Those are the people competing for it for sure. All righty. Guys, if you have any questions about Jets training camp, please don't hesitate. Let me know right now in the chat. Any questions, comments, concerns, let me know right now in the live chat. And as you guys get those questions cooked up, let's hear a quick word from another proud sponsor of the channel, Manta Sleep. As you all know, we've had a proud sponsor of Jets Media for quite some time now, and they happen to be Manta Sleep. Now, if you guys want to use my promo code JETS, you will get a 10% discount code. That link is down below in the description. Now, you might be wondering, what is Manta Sleep? If you guys have any struggles with sleeping, I cannot highly recommend more the Manta Sleep Pro Mask. Now, I've been using this since they became sponsors on the channel months ago, and I literally wear this exact sleep mask every single night before sleep. Again, guys, this is what you got to invest in if you're having any difficulty with sleep. It is the most advanced sleep mask on the market, and I promise you, you will not regret getting your sleep mask. It absolutely takes out the light, 100% blackout, zero eye pressure technology. So when you put it on, you can open your eyes. But really, my favorite part about it is it completely turns out the light. So even if you want to put it on for a midday nap, or even you don't even want to take a rest, you just want to put the sleep mask on, even meditate. It's a really mindful practice, and I cannot recommend them more to you guys. They have a lot of different masks on their website. This happens to be the Pro Mask, which I personally recommend. It's what I use. But don't forget, use that link down below in the description, 10% off discount code. They have a Bluetooth mask if you want to listen to music. They got a silk mask. They got ones for kids. They got a weighted mask. They got a cool mask. Definitely check out their website. Cannot recommend them more. Thank you, Manta Sleep, for being a proud sponsor of Jets Media. Shout out, Manta Sleep. Go get your sleep mask, folks. 10% off. Won't want to miss it. Let's do it. Question from OG Jets fan about our top 5 or 6. We keeping 7 with including Herb Charles. That isn't top 6. Wide receiver, just a gunner. Any concerns? Yeah, I think it's the question is, will we be holding on to 6 or 7 receivers? Will Herb Charles get the nod just for his gunner opportunities, or will it open up other opportunities as well? So ideally, I think it will be Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, Malachi Corley, Alan Lazard, Gibson, Brownlee, and Herb Charles. And I think Brownlee and Charles is going to be those 2 that's fighting for the last spot. Are the Jets going to want to hold on to Brownlee and hope that he can provide an impact on this team from a receiving standpoint, or the Jets going to roll with listen, we don't have Justin Hardy. That's a big, I feel like one of the pieces of this team that people are forgetting about that we don't have anymore is Justin Hardy. Now, it seems like that's not a big deal, but he was our captain of special teams. He was the gunner. We don't have him. So that's why the Jets love Irvin Charles. He is the main gunner. Him and Brennan Eccles will most likely be the gunners. So that's why I think he's going to make the team, yes. Cornbread says Eccles will be cut, and we keep 5 CBs, 5 safeties. Sauce, Reed, MC2, Stiggers, JBC, Clark, Adams, Davis, Oliver Key. JBC replaces Eccles, and Stiggers will replace Reed for next year. I find it hard for the Jets to cut Eccles. He seems to be the backup slot corner behind Michael Carter II, by the way. So that's a tough decision to make, man. I do not see them cutting Eccles. He is on a contract year, but, man, that's going to be tough. Oliver is, I don't know if they're going to hold on to 4 safeties. If anything, I think they should cut Oliver out of these people. I would keep Eccles over Oliver. Eccles is a pretty good piece. He comes in certain packages. He subs in for MC2. He can play the slot and the outside, and he's special teams. The Jets value Eccles. I don't know if they will cut Eccles like that, personally. I'm not sure if they would cut him like that. Malik Taylor been on a show. Yeah, Malik Taylor as well. He's like wide receiver 8. Haven't heard much about Conklin. Conklin has been really good. Conklin has sure hands. He's been bringing in all the passes. He's just reliable. He went up and had a touchdown today, actually, over JBC in the red zone. So, Eccles is Tua's father. Yeah, Eccles has 2 pick sixes on Tua. So, whenever Tua throws a pick 6 to Eccles, I get excited. We need Eccles for our 2 games against Miami this year. That's for show, right? That's for show. I'm excited for Conk. Feel like he'll be a top 10 tight end in fantasy this year. Woo. That's a value pick, huh? Hey, you don't got to convince me. You don't got to convince me, man. By the way, Marcus Spears of ESPN today said that the New York Jets have a Super Bowl roster. So here we go again. National television hyping us up. It's enough for us Jets fans to hype us up, but now we have people on national television hyping us up too. That is very, very interesting. Okay? Very, very interesting. So, with all this hype around the league, will the New York Jets be able to step up? I can't wait for the scrimmage tomorrow. I also cannot wait to be at the joint practice with Washington next week. That's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned. Jetted out with a $2 super chat. Says NFL Network had Clemens starting over McDonald. Yeah, he does start over McDonald right now. And I hope you guys realize starting on the defensive line means nothing. Please do not look at Clemens starting over McDonald as something. You got to look at it from this perspective. McDonald is not an every down defensive end. Clemens is basically replacing John Franklin Myers this year. John Franklin Myers was a starter last year. The reason for this is first down is usually run opportunities. And the Jets don't want Will McDonald on the field when they're going to run the football. So they have Clemens on the field. That's the reason for it. Just because Clemens is starting does not mean McDonald's not going to get a huge role. McDonald's going to be on the field for pass rush. The 4 I'm most excited to see on the defensive line is going to be Will McDonald on the edge, Quinnen Williams, Jermaine Johnson inside with Haason Reddick on the other edge. That is going to be the craziest defensive line. When we need to get to the quarterback, that should be the 4. That should be the 4. Hell yeah, man. $2. Thank you, Jetted Out. I appreciate that. Will there be a Jets media game in 2025? Absolutely, Michael. This is an annual event. Hopefully, we can level it up again next year. But the goal is to have a Jets Media Day game every year. This is the 3rd season doing it in a row, which is wild, man. Time's flying. But yeah, this is the 3rd season in a row that we're doing it. So, Michael, the answer to that question is yes. We'll be doing another one next year. And next year will be crazy because we're reigning Super Bowl champions at that point next year, right? Reigning Super Bowl champions. Imagine that. Imagine that. It seems like a lot of people are expecting Eccles to be a surprise cut this year. I don't know. I don't know if I see it. I don't know if I see it. But, folks, don't forget to smash the like button. That's going to wrap up this show. I got some other work I got to work on right now, so I'm going to wrap this up right here. I appreciate you guys big time. Have a great weekend. I'm going to be at practice tomorrow for the scrimmage, giving you guys the play-by-play on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow me on X at NYJets_media. Always a pleasure to have you guys tuning in. Shout out to BetUS Sportsbook for being the proud sponsor of Jets Media all throughout the season. I appreciate BetUS more than you guys know. Not only am I part of a BetUS show, BetUS TV on The Huddle every single day, but now BetUS is officially part of the sponsorship here on Jets Media. So big time shout out to BetUS Sportsbook for being the proud sports sponsor, sportsbook sponsor of the channel all throughout the season. So if you guys want to get your BetUS account opened up, that link again is down below in the description. Open up your BetUS account right now, and you will receive a 125% sign-up bonus. Big time shout out to BetUS. Okay? If you guys did not open up your BetUS accounts by now, because we've been sponsored by them for years. Okay? So if you already have your account, go out there, put your money where your mouth is. I have the Jets winning the AFC East this year. We already showed you guys the odds. Definitely go put your money there. Highly recommend it. Let's hear a word from the face of BetUS now. Can you guys predict who it is? Well, we're going to hear a quick word from them, and then we'll get you guys out of here. Again, if you're going to be at practice tomorrow, I hope to see you guys there. Let's go, Jets.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.